Okay, let's jump right into this explainer. Today we're unpacking a manifesto that is, well, highly unconventional to say the least. The direct source of our content today is Su Feng, the founder of a movement called Lifechanyuan. Now, normally when we think of spiritual movements, we expect a message of universal love, right? Charity for the downtrodden, a leader who acts like a total moral paragon. But as we're going to see, Su Feng's own words completely shatter every single one of those expectations.
Right out of the gate, he throws a major curveball. Quote, "I am heartless, lungless, and unbound by moral laws. I am not a good person." Seriously, he explicitly states he lacks basic human virtues. No benevolence, no sympathy, absolutely no mercy. He claims to operate entirely as he pleases, basically telling everyone point blank, "Do not look to me as some conventional beacon of human goodness."
Section 1. The Tour Guide. Usually in these spaces, we look for an organizational leader, a master, a savior, maybe a healer. But Su Feng, he explicitly rejects every single one of those labels. He says clearly that he's unaffiliated. He's not a master in any sort of cultivation sense, and this is absolutely crucial. He is not here to heal the sick, solve your personal pain, or rescue humanity.
Instead, he gives himself this incredibly specific, almost mundane title given the grandiose claims he makes. He calls himself a tour guide. He actually describes himself as a traveler from the 1,000-year world, just passing through our human realm. He's not trying to build an earthly religion here. His only job as this cosmic tour guide is to just hand out a highly specific route map to the heavenly realms before he packs up and moves on.
Section 2. The Paradoxical Mission.
So, this brings us to a massive paradox. On the one hand, he claims a total, absolute absence of human empathy or sympathy. Yet, his primary mission statement? He says he is here to preach God's way. It's such a fascinating juxtaposition, really. Stripping away all human compassion and then presenting God's way as something entirely detached from what we consider standard earthly ethics.
And to add to that, he isn't here for some mass salvation event. He uses this chillingly precise phrase, harvesting mature crops. He's basically searching the world for an incredibly elite group. We're talking life forms descended from heavenly realms or the true disciples of past figures like Jesus, Buddha, and Muhammad. He's looking for souls that are already mature. He has zero interest in cultivating new ones.
Now, for those so-called mature crops, he offers a very precise itinerary. It's a highly structured cosmic hierarchy. First, you move through the 1,000-year world, then the 10,000-year world, up to the Elysium world, and it all culminates in Xiandao, the Islands of Immortals.
Section 3. The Cosmic Disruptor. To usher in this new era of Lifechanyuan and unite all religions into a single source, Su Feng lays out an agenda of absolute demolition. And his explicit targets for destruction are honestly staggering. Nations, political parties, religions, ethnicities, and get this, even the fundamental institutions of marriage and family. He doesn't want to reform society, he literally intends to obliterate its foundational pillars.
And the disruption extends right into his theology, in a truly startling way. He actually claims he's on a mission to make an agreement with Satan the devil, specifically to restore Satan's true face. So all of this destruction, and recontextualizing ultimate cosmic villains, it's all supposedly part of his ultimate goal to cultivate a group of supermen for humanity.
Section 4. Who should stay away?
Now, this is where he completely flips traditional religious charity on its head. It contradicts everything we understand about how these movements usually operate. They typically, draw in the weak or the lost. But here, if you're sick and need healing, do not come. If you're poor, do not come. Depressed or pessimistic, stay far away. Even if you have these grand ambitions to fight the government, be a hero, or save humanity, you are fundamentally incompatible with his journey.
And the ban list gets even more specific from there. He rejects anyone lacking independent consciousness. If you cry frequently, complain about your life, or honestly, if you simply don't know how to play and have fun, you're out. Oh, and if you show up thinking you're going to instruct or educate him, he tells you directly not to even bother.
Which brings us to Section 5, the ideal follower.
So, with all those restrictions, who actually makes the cut? Well, his ideal candidates are the polar opposites of the people he rejects. They have to already be deeply joyful, completely free, and totally physically healthy. He is looking exclusively for the unburdened,
People who are carefree, elegant, and just eager to unleash their spirit and play.
It's a really stark contrast when you put them side by side. The burdened, the ambitious, the suffering, they are entirely turned away, mostly because of their earthly struggles. Meanwhile, the accepted group is already whole. They're healthy, they're playful, and they're completely untouched by societal or personal strife.
He essentially demands absolute self-sufficiency. He is literally calling for people who have such an abundance of free time, energy, and a total lack of problems that they genuinely have nowhere else to spend it. No resentment, no jealousy, no comparing yourself to others, just pure, unattached capability.
Ultimately, there's one incredibly simple, almost surreal requirement to all of this. You must find walking with Shufeng to be fun. He states he's just here to play the game of life. If it's fun, he plays. If not, he won't. And he demands that exact same attitude from his followers. So, despite its radical, literally destructive societal implications, this entire cosmic journey is framed as nothing more than an entertaining stroll.
And that leaves us with a pretty profound final thought to chew on. Shufeng completely strips away charity, moral posturing, and societal repair. He offers the cosmos, but only to those who have already conquered their earthly limitations. So, what does it really say about a movement when salvation isn't a hospital for the broken, but an exclusive VIP tour for the already healed? Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep questioning the structures of the ideas you encounter.